Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I have a really exciting one today, and that is me receiving my turbo kit for my EG hatchback. Super excited. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and today I basically just want to unbox it, give my first impressions. I also want to go over what I find wrong with the kit, things that just don't look too good, things that don't look too reliable, and things that just kind of look sketchy, or things that didn't come as they were supposed to based on the eBay advertisement. So I'm not going to waste any time on this one because I'm really excited to rip this package apart. It's really big. It's just down to my left over here. Alright boys, so the box is right here. I'll show you right now. This is the box. It's really big. There's a lot of stuff in it. I have already opened it just to kind of see how things... Can you stop whining? Hey! Cut it out! I already opened it just to kind of see how things were laid out in there and stuff, but I haven't really ripped it all apart, so I don't really know how things are. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm just gonna be pulling out like one item at a time and just taking a look at it, showing it to you guys, and giving you my thoughts on it. I'm just gonna start from the top and just work my way down. So the first item, and I actually saw these last night, and they kind of concerned me. These are the couplers for the intercooler piping. Their construction isn't bad, they're really squishy, but they're so tiny. I thought that they would be bigger for sure. Check that out. That's so tiny. I don't know if you guys can tell over camera, but it's so small. So I'll set those down and we'll move on to the next item. The next item is what I believe to be the oil feed line, which is literally just a rubber hose. If this is the oil feed line, I'm gonna be pretty bummed because one of the main reasons that I picked this kit over other kits on eBay was that they said the oil feed and oil return lines were both steel braided, and this is just a rubber hose. So I'm gonna be pretty pissed off if this is the oil feed line. There's also some bolts. Oh, this looks like, oh no. Actually, I think that's for the boost controller. This is the boost controller. Okay, yeah, never mind. I think we might be good still. I think this is the line for the boost controller, like a vacuum line. Okay, that's solid. That makes me happy then, because there's still a chance that it's actually steel braided. This next item is the oil return line, and it comes with AN fittings, or like, they're supposed to be AN fittings. I don't know if they're actually quality, but here they are. They look legit, but I've never actually used real AN fittings. Here they are. I don't know if you can see them. Just trying to show you guys. They look pretty solid though, so that makes me happy. That's one of the main reasons I ordered this kit. Steel braided return line and AN fittings. I feel like that's kind of rare for an eBay turbo kit because usually these companies just give you like a rubber hose and it's like trash. The next piece that I see in here is the downpipe. It doesn't look too bad. I haven't taken it out of this bubble wrap yet, so I'm gonna do that now, and we'll take a look at how it looks, if it's like quality or not. I noticed some of the welds through the bubble wrap look kind of poo-poo, but we'll see. Okay, so here's the downpipe. It doesn't look too bad. I noticed down here that this bolt hole is cracked and it's missing a bolt, so that's interesting. The welds look kind of bad. Some of the welds are good, but some of them are pretty bad. I do like that it has this like flex tube here, flex pipe. I don't really know what that's called, the correct term, but this was another reason that I went with this kit over similar kits, because a lot of these are just a pipe and it doesn't have any room to wiggle. So that way, hopefully, this will fit without any modification. I hope that this will just bolt straight up and work perfectly. Most kits you are forced to modify the downpipe, and I hope that that won't be the case with this one. Another nice feature is that it actually has a spot for your O2 sensor. That makes me really happy. The bung is already welded in, so that should be a pretty easy operation. I'm excited about that. Downpipe seems like it's gonna be a W, but no telling until we do the install. Okay, the next piece is the intercooler. I pulled this out last night just because I was curious to see how small it would be. And well, here it is. So here's the intercooler. It's branded RDT motoring. It's a pretty small intercooler, but honestly I think it'll look nice up in the front grille of my car. I think you'll be able to see it really well. I don't know, I just think that this is gonna work really nicely. The welds look decent on this. Next is a bigger box inside of this box. It's a smaller box than the big box, but it's bigger than all the rest of the boxes inside the big box. And I believe it contains the manifold and the intercooler piping, and I'm not sure what else. Probably like the blow-off valve and wastegate, stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to get this out of here. Ugh. So first things first, I want to show you how small this intercooler piping is. Everything seems to be packaged really well in this whole kit. Like it's all really well thought out on how they packaged it, which makes me optimistic for the install. So this is how tiny the intercooler piping is. I don't know if you can tell how small this is, but it's really, really small. Again, I didn't realize it would be this small, but... This intercooler piping is actually another reason why I went with this kit. If you notice the, I don't know what to call these, but like the openings on the intercooler piping, they're already flared around the edges. So when you put the couplers on, they stay really well. Like the hose clamp will hold this coupler on a lot better than if this wasn't flared. So like if this wasn't flared already from the factory that made this, I would have had to flare it myself, and that's just an extra step, and this will save me some time and some effort. And that's just one more thing that I can't mess up, so really excited about that. The piping's really small, but it is what it is. Oh, this one is way bigger. This must go to the intake manifold or something. All the intercooler piping just feels a lot more sturdy than I expected it to, kinda. I thought it was all gonna be really flimsy, cheap metal. Hose clamps, bunch of them. Here's some more hose clamps. And this is the last thing in the box, which I assume is the manifold. So I'm gonna take this out. It actually kinda concerns me. I don't think this would be the manifold, but if it is, it makes me nervous because this box is really small. It's the manifold! Okay, it looks like we have bolts and gaskets, which is good. There is a gasket for the manifold to bolt to the head. It's inside the box. It's like taped in, so I'm not gonna take it out, but it is in there. Here's the manifold. This manifold is another reason why I went with this kit. I've heard a lot of bad things about those like stainless steel manifolds, and that they will crack on you very easily. Obviously they're lighter weight and they look cooler because they're shiny, but I don't think they're as reliable. So I went with a cast manifold, and here it is. I'm trying to show you guys. It's really tiny. I like that a lot. I think that this is actually a really good design because these runners are super short, and that way exhaust gas will get to the turbo really fast. Faster than if I would have gone with a kit with a stainless steel manifold, which should result in boost coming on at a lower RPM, which is even better. It'll boost really fast. So I'm pretty excited about this. That's cool. I hope I don't have any issues with this. I hope it's reliable, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in the box, and that makes me really excited. Let's move on to this since it's already kind of open. I could kind of see what it was already. So this is the blow-off valve. It looks a lot like an HKS blow-off valve. Here it is. I might just order an HKS sticker and put it on there. And then we'll have a HKS blow-off valve. It does look kind of cheap. It feels kind of cheap. Thin metal. It is what it is. This didn't really have much impact on my purchasing of this kit. Didn't really care about this because if it sucks, I'll just buy a new one. Came with clamps and clips and T connectors and stuff. Probably something I'm gonna need when installing it, but I don't really know for now. It looks like this is like how you install it, I guess. Sorry, forgive me for being a noob. I think it probably goes like this and like welds into your intercooler piping or something. I'm not really sure. I have to do more research on how to install this, but there's that. There's a boost gauge. The package is a little bit damaged, but I don't really care. I don't know if I really want to unbox this right now because I have a feeling there's going to be a bunch of wiring that's going to come out with it, but I kind of do at the same time. Box inside a box. Yeah, so boost gauge, vacuum line, wiring, that kind of stuff. Hopefully it works. I don't really have a lot of confidence in things like this, but hopefully it works. If it doesn't, it's whatever. This next thing I'm hoping is the oil feed line. Oh. It looks like it is. This makes me really happy. Okay, yes. Steel braided oil feed line. This is hype. Here's all the accessories and stuff for it. A bunch of stuff to like tap into your block and get oil. I won't need most of this stuff. I'll need this to connect to the turbo, but I won't need most of this stuff because I have a sandwich plate already, which I'm gonna be using to get oil. That's the oil feed line. I'm really hyped on that. That makes me super happy that it's actually steel braided. I wasn't sure if eBay was going to shaft me yet again. What I mean by yet again is I just have previously had bad experiences on eBay for I don't know why. Alright, and I guess we got one more thing before we move on to the turbo, and that is, I don't even know what this is. It came with like a coilover wrench. Oh! The wastegate. This actually looks really quality. I don't know, because I don't know about this stuff yet, but maybe not really quality, but I mean like for an eBay kit, like this doesn't look bad. I don't really know what I'm looking at. I know it's a wastegate, but I don't really know what I'm looking at overall. But that's what it looks like. That's my wastegate. It came with some other stuff, some gaskets, some flanges. Here's a look inside the box. They did a good job packaging it. This one little piece here looks like it's machined really well. I don't know, it just seems like it might actually be solid. Alright, and last but not least, certainly not least, I'm gonna grab the turbo and I'll show it to you guys. So it came in this nice yellow bag. Came with a bunch of covers covering up all the holes in the turbo so that stuff doesn't get in there. But here it is. It's kind of heavy. Obviously not as heavy as like a ginormous turbo, but yeah, here it is. I've already tested it for shaft play. I don't really want to touch the turbine shaft or the compressor shaft at all because I don't want to mess it up. I just wanted to see if there was a little bit of play or not, and there's absolutely none. So this is I'm just going to read the model. It says RDT on the top. It's a model TBC T3T4 .57 AR turbo. It's pretty small, which I'm actually really hyped on. I only want a small turbo. I don't want anything big. However, if you notice, the cold side is just like super small. I don't know if that's how they are on most turbos, but that seems tiny to me. And obviously that goes to the intercooler piping, but it doesn't look that quality, but honestly it's not that bad. I just don't like this finish. Alright boys, so that's the kit. That's really all I wanted to do for this video. I just want to show it to you so you guys had an idea of what's going on in the car in the future. And by future I mean in the next couple weeks. Unfortunately I don't have access to a heated garage until I can get out to my friend Peter's brother's house, and that's where we'll be installing the turbo kit. I have the ECU chip kit downstairs, so I'll be chipping the ECU myself, so that'll be a video on its own. I have the injectors downstairs, which are actual injectors, not eBay injectors. They're real good injectors, 750cc. I have a sandwich plate downstairs, and I've already put the fuel pump in the car. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this gives you some insight on what eBay turbo kits look like. I will leave the link to this exact kit in the description down below so you can check it out for yourself. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. So if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, get the heck out of here. Also, please consider subscribing. Join the fam, join the crew, whatever, typical YouTube stuff, post up. Please leave me a comment with any tips or advice you have for installing this kit. I've never done turbo kit before, so I'm really excited about it. And as I always say, boys, remember to plan, commit, execute, and attain your goals. Bye.